La fête des mères. Un merveilleux jour. Je crois que la fête des mères, c'est le plus beau jour que quelqu'un a pu décider de créer. Parce que la mère et la femme, en général, c'est quelque chose de merveilleux. Quelque chose que le bon Dieu a voulu que ce soit. Et je crois que c'est important de célébrer nos mères. Ma mère s'appelle Micheline. Bamileke de religion. Yeah. Très posée et surtout, comment je vais la qualifier? Posée, simple, humble, gracieuse, toute légère comme on peut. En fait, elle a toutes les qualifications d'une mère merveilleuse. En fait, j'ai grandi dans une maison pas vraiment grande, pas vraiment fancy, mais vraiment humble, mais avec tout ce qu'on pouvait avoir. Ma mère est celle-là qui ne dort pas chaque matin, qui se lève tôt le matin, qui ne dort pas chaque nuit pour aller peut-être chercher quoi on va manger parce qu'on a grandi qu'avec notre mère. Donc c'était elle qui était le père et la mère en même temps. C'était elle qui nous donnait le souffle de vie en fait. C'était elle qui nous donnait la joie qu'on avait chaque jour. Ma mère est celle-là qui, à chaque fois qu'on était malade, c'était elle qui était soit pour chercher quoi manger. Alors, on a grandi dans une maison où il n'y avait pas de père. Donc du coup, elle était celle-là qui jonglait avec les garçons. Les garçons, c'est pas facile. Ça, je vous assure, c'est pas facile, mais elle a su gérer. On était 3 garçons, 2 filles. Un jour, je me rappelle, c'est la jeunesse. Mes grands frères étaient tellement... Il y avait un spécialement qui était tellement délinquant. Je sais pas comment je vais dire, mais le dehors l'avait... Les faux amis, les mauvaises fréquentations l'avaient tellement gâtée qu'elle est arrivée à un point où elle ne savait plus quoi faire. Du coup, elle appelait le renfort chez mon oncle pour venir l'aider. À un moment même, tout le monde l'insultait en fait. Mon frère volait, il n'allait plus à l'école, il était genre turbulent de toutes les façons. Mais ma mère, c'était quand on dit la mère de quelqu'un, c'est la mère de quelqu'un. Quand tout le monde parlait, quand tout le monde le jetait la pierre, quand tout le monde l'insultait, c'est ma mère qui était là pour dire que non, c'est mon enfant. Quoi qu'il fasse, quoi qu'il dise, elle a continué à le soutenir. C'est elle qui, comment je vais dire, c'est elle qui se peinait chaque jour pour appeler du renfort pour pouvoir le redresser. C'est elle qui patientait, qui n'était pas dans, she wasn't hurry, she was just slowing, taking it. And just praying. I think she was, okay, she didn't expose her faith that much, but she was really praying for him. And then elle est arrivée à un point où elle voulait qu'il change, mais l'environnement dans lequel on vivait n'était pas vraiment favorable pour qu'il change. Du coup, elle a pris sa patience, elle a pris sur elle, elle a mis les efforts qu'elle pouvait en tant que femme pour les redresser, afin qu'ils deviennent des hommes. Si tu les vois aujourd'hui, God is great, parce qu'ils sont grands, forts, mariés, et maintenant ils pensent à leur avenir. Maintenant ils ont des enfants qui redressent. Maintenant ils sont ceux-là qui la soutiennent quand elle veut parfois. Donc, my mom is everything. Wherever I'm going, always remember home. What's my promise? Is to be that child that raise her, that will put her where others didn't. How to say? Celle-là qui la relèvera au point où elle mérite d'être. Je promets de travailler dur et je ne dors sans cesse. Travailler dur afin qu'elle ait ce qu'elle mérite. Parce qu'elle a travaillé toutes ces années pour qu'on soit ce que nous sommes aujourd'hui.
My mom, okay. Her name is Priska Nakaponda Sinkala, and then, yeah, my firstborn son. She's in Zambia. Yeah, stayed there almost her life, her entire life. And an experience that we've had that really showed that she loved me was the time I was coming here. Not everybody really was for the idea of me coming here. So I mean, it was a tough time. But my mom really believed in me, so she was like, I mean, whatever you want, I'm gonna support you. Whatever it is, wherever it is you wanna go, I'm with you. So when everybody else was not, you know, fully 100% with me, she just had my back, and then she was like, I mean, you're gonna do it. Just do what you have to do. So that's just one of the many things that she showed, that she's always had my back, like from the time I was born, from the time that she carried me from the womb and everything like that. So yeah, and yeah, I'm gonna be the person that she's always wanted me to be. That is a person that is going to achieve a lot of things, a person that is going to help out a lot of people, a doctor, of course, and a person that is going to fulfill God's will on earth here. So yeah, and I mean, she's like a sister to me. She's like a friend. Some other people actually mistake her for like is this your friend or is this your brother or something? But yeah, she's my mother, and then we do relate like that. Yeah, basically that's it.
My mother's name is Efonyanta Ncheje, and in my house she's known as the Lioness. That is her nickname. And my mother is very assertive. I would admit as a child we were very naughty, but then her love for us always kept us at bay. My mother is also a very caring mother and really understands her children. That there has been so many situations where, I mean, a beating was warranted, but then she still forgave us and we moved on. And I would say, to me, growing up in an African household, that was one of the things that I loved most about my mom. And coming to China, I was very protected and sheltered at home, so I didn't have a lot of experience with being alone by myself. And I came to China and lost my passport 30 days afterwards. And I was so scared telling my dad that I had lost my passport 30 days after arriving in China. When I told my dad, he was so furious and he did not want to talk to me. So I told my mom. I was so surprised about my mom's reaction. She was very calm and she asked me what was the next step. And situations that went down afterwards really solidified her love for me as her child. And when I received my passport, I had to take it to the Chinese embassy and the Chinese immigration, and I had to tell them that I needed a new visa for my passport. And they did tell me that I needed to pay some money, and also they were going to give me a humanitarian visa to go back to Ghana and get a visa and come back. And during that time, I really did not believe they would give me a visa, and all hope was lost. I really thought I was going home. The very few first days, I thought that I was crying because I was like, I'm going to leave China. My education in China is over. And the days afterwards, I was very fine. I'm like, yes, I'm going home to where I belong. I am done with China. And my mom, when I called my mom was like, you are not coming home. You are going to stay in China. You're going to finish your education. And I'm like, you don't know what I'm going through here. They said they won't give me a visa. They said I need to come home. Cutting the story short, she prayed with me and prayed for me, and she even fasted for me to receive the visa. And when I received the visa, she was so happy for me, and I really thank God that I have a mother that prays for me and is so caring and shows her love whenever I need it, and sometimes even when I do things that are not really good. So Mom, I love you. My promise to my mom is to stay true to myself and do my best in school and really emulate the teachings she's taught me and how she brought me up as a responsible person and going forth into the future, how to treat people and how to love people. Mom, if you ever watch this, you know I love you. Yes.
Thank you.
I'm Desmond, you can call me Jay. So, first of all, happy Mother's Day to all lovely mothers out there, all kind mothers supporting this young youth and young generation. I'm from Ghana, and I think Mother's Day is actually a nice day, a beautiful day, also a blessed day, or a blessed day that God has, given to us to celebrate our beautiful mothers. So from my experience, I think Mother's Day is just everything. Like, mothers, you know, they do everything. They are basically everything, you know. So I wouldn't like to go much details and all, but I think what I'm gonna say is Mother's Day is a blessing, so you should not keep it lack. Celebrate mothers. Thank God for their lives. And I think everything is just gonna be, you know,
My mom's name is Likando Matakala and she's currently in Zambia. The qualities, my mom's qualities, let's say, my mom is kind, she is so patient and understanding, she is my greatest cheerleader, and if you tell her something, she'll remember it. She knows all my friends, and she's very attentive to details. Growing up, I saw her treat everyone the same, whether it was someone who is working for her or anyone who is like a janitor at her workplace. She'd make sure to get involved with their lives and treat every single person as a human being and treat them with kindness. One of the experiences I remember where I can recall of her tangible love is before coming to China, and she was supportive more than, I know I did want to come here, but then she was really pushing for it and she was really encouraging, and she went to great lengths and still does so to make sure that I actually came here. And the support throughout this entire period of being in China has been amazing, and it's so tangible, even if the distance seems so far away. But I'm certain that I'm loved by my mother. One promise I'd want to make to her is she always calls me her best friend, and so we'll be best friends 50, 60, 70 years from now, and we'll continue learning about each other and continue understanding one another. Promise I would make to my mother to do the best I can while I'm here. Her encouragement always pushes me, and I'm always telling her like I'll do the best, and she's always focused on each and every sibling and treats us as we are and as individuals, and so I'll do the best that I can do. And I also promise to apply all the principles that you raised me with and raised me by in each and every single situation, and take each and every single thing that I've seen from you doing and from you speaking and applying it to my life as well.
My mother's name is Sylvia, and she's currently in Zambia. One of the qualities I love about my mom is she's a very spiritual woman. She's a spiritual force I want to reckon with for the rest of my life. And she's a very powerful woman of God, a lovely wife. And when I look at my mom, I'm always like, I want to be like my mom when I grow up. And she's a good cook. She cooks really well. So I love that about my mom. And she's someone I can call a friend, very open. And she's very supportive too. One of the experiences I've had with my mom that has left a mark in my heart is when I was coming to China. It was a very difficult moment for me. Most people didn't really believe in my dreams of becoming a doctor, but she supported me through it. She prayed with me, she fasted with me, and for that reason I'll always be thankful to my mom. And my promise to you, Mom, I'm gonna be the best pediatrician I can ever be. And I love you so much, and I just pray that by the grace of God I get to be the woman of God that you've always been praying for. Yeah.
Hello, my mother's name is Elizabeth. If I had to describe her in words, I'm not sure if all the words could be enough. If I had to describe her, how I love her, we could fill all the planet, but still could not be enough. Actually, the most exciting experience which I remember is when I was in primary. I did something very notorious, and it was burning down the dormitory. I don't even know what really happened, but many things happened on that instant. But a lot of people made a lot of stories to exaggerate what happened. So I was taken back home. But when I reached home, my mom did nothing. What she told me is just, my son, I know you're from school, just eat and sleep. So from that moment, I realized my mom, she's the most kindest woman I ever met. Another thing is, if I have to tell my mom, just promise the son she brought up is still the same, and I will be going on the same direction she wanted.
My mom's name is Mama and she lives in China. Sometimes she wants me to plait my hair, and sometimes she doesn't want me to plait my hair. Sometimes I don't want her to plait my hair. But actually the hair doesn't care. She doesn't listen to me. But every time she calls everyone to plait my hair. But I love my mom very so much because she is from China. She's from Africa. Because she almost wanted to be my mother. She was in another country when my father took her. Just now, my father took me from something else. Happy Mother's Day, Mommy. I love you. Bye.
Now that I'm a mom of 2 kids under 5 years old, come on, I understand what it is to be a mom. Sometimes I sit and I check, how did my mom handle this situation? With 2 kids and a hands-on husband. I was almost going bananas, if not for the Holy Spirit. Now, what about my mom who had 1, 2, 3 and more? My goodness. And the situation around my growing up. My mom is a strong woman. I'm not saying she didn't cry, but I never saw the tears. It's just because now I'm a mom, I understand that she could have cried. If she didn't see those tears, means she's an even tougher woman, because she cried those tears behind the curtains, and then she came out all smiling. This is your school fees, take. I'll come visit you, and then she brings me a big tin of milk. Now I know. Now I know the things that my mother went through. Now I know that the sacrifice that she made. She saw things that she could grab with the snap of her finger, but for the sake of God and for the sake of her children, she decided to stand still. Mommy, my love for you is so huge, so huge, and I'm gonna be. That's why at this point I'm like hands-on with my parenting game, because I know that my mom went through a lot, getting all her kids on their feet, and with the 2 that I have, Jesus help me to get them also on their feet. I love you so much, Mommy. Happy Mother's Day. I love you. God bless you. Bye-bye.